Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Community Skirmish number 152. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lysanya, not Lasagna, and we're bringing you the top bracket of this week's weekly competitive tournament. A big thanks to everybody tuning in on the live stream here on twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy. Also, a big thanks to everybody tuning in on the replay, both on YouTube and on Twitch. And we have four outstanding teams in this tournament here today. Oh, excuse me. For our first matchup here today, we're going to be seeing Fancy Cloud Dancers and Chef Zedion's Potatoes au Gratin. Fancy Cloud Dancers will be on red, and Chef Zedion's Potatoes will be on blue. So that will be our first matchup here today, a finals quality matchup right in the first round of Sunday Community Skirmish number 152. Both of these teams very, very familiar with each other through many tournaments. So we're looking forward to a fantastic match here as we are about to get started in the first matchup of SCS number 152. We are getting started a little bit early here, at least for the stream. It's starting a little bit early, so we have not had a chance to review any of the builds going into this matchup, as our first matchup will be on Battle of the Dunes. Battle of the Dunes is a very dusty, duny map, wide open, sniper's paradise in a sense. If you like sniping, this is your map. Very few places to hide, very few places to take cover. There are a few things, but let's go ahead and take care of the ship callouts. Ship number one is the Fancy Pendulum. It is piloted by Dementio. It is a Hades Mobula with double Artemis on the bottom, Gat and Carronade on the wings. Very interesting to see a Carronade on the wings. Ship number two is Pretado, piloted by Spudnik, a Watchafish with double-side Caro. Ship number three is Yield Derp Wagon, piloted by Zedion. We have an Artemis up front. We have a mine launcher and a Seraph Tempest missile launcher on the side. I believe this is the debut of the Tempest missile launcher here today. And then we have a Hades and an Artemis on the other side. And ship number four is the Reborn, piloted by Sunstrom. It is a Hades Mobula with double Artemis on the bottom and a Gatling and a Flare on the wings. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe this is the debut of the Tempest missile launcher in SCS. I could be wrong. I know the Shrike debuted last week, if memory serves me correct. I don't believe we saw Tempest last week, though. I know we didn't see it 2 weeks ago. So if this is the debut, we will certainly see what it's capable of here today. As the Pretado has the Derp Wagon locked down, but they break their own hull there. They break their own hull. Right now, we are trying to keep an eye on both 1v1s. Looks like Reborn might be backing up the truck here. But Predtado is pretty much having their way, except for the part where they're not, and their hull broken and balloon broken. I was going to say they were having their way. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this action over here, as we have Predtado and Derp Wagon going at it. Two Mobulas going at it. We'll back it up just a little bit as the hull breaks could be imminent on either side here. Mine launcher missing there. Both red ships in a bit of trouble here. The Fancy Pendulum's in trouble here. Hull break on them. Hull break on the Reborn as well. This could get interesting. Pretado might be doubling back for the Reborn here. Pretado apparently is moving back for the Reborn. Reborn trying to close that distance here. Let's keep an eye on the Pendulum. Let's keep an eye on the Reborn. Both Mobulas in arming time of each other. Pretado moving in on the flank with the Watcha. Watcha going out, disabling two engines. 3 guns down on the Reborn. Looks like a ram is in play here. Yes, the Pretado with a ram. That should be a kill. One more tap should do it. There it is. Red on the board, 1-0. They have first blood. Fancy Pendulum still hull broken. They are hurting right now. They are bruised. They are battered. That is not a scratch on the paint job. That is a dent in the fender right there. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe that whole passenger side's caved in as Fancy Pendulum desperately trying to get under the Yield Derp Wagon. Not successful so far as that Hades is still in arc. They are still taking those hull shots. They are still hull broken now with about 3 minutes gone by in this first matchup. Watch going out on the year-old Derp Wagon. However, will they pick up? No, they actually do pick up a couple guns there. There's the hull break, and a Yield Derp Wagon with a 1v2 gets a kill there. That could be a very important kill moving forward. We'll keep an eye on that as the Pretado unable to assist his ally Yield Derp Wagon. Those engineers doing a fantastic job keeping that ship alive. Pretado deciding to take out 4 guns and exit stage left. Probably for the best right now. They need to get away. Of course, this is Dunes. There's nowhere to hide. Absolutely nowhere to hide, just places to run. And places to run, I mean places you can get shot. Predtato knows this. They are still moving back. They are backing up that truck. Meanwhile, Fancy Pendulum's back in play here. We'll actually keep an eye on the Predtato. That armor's doing okay there, folks. That armor is doing okay. It's tied 1-1. Red with first blood so far. Red with first blood. That means they will have the advantage. If there is a tie at the end of regulation, they will win this matchup and move on in the tournament. Remember, this is double elimination, so even if you lose this matchup, you are not eliminated from the tournament. You can very easily come back from the road to redemption. A lot of teams have come back from the road to redemption to win a Sunday community skirmish. So not all hope is lost if you lose a matchup like this. You can come back later, you can win it all. Right now, though, we have a bit of a split push here. It looks like Red's starting to split up here. Reborn's heading for the ribs. Let's keep an eye on the Reborn as the Death Storm has rolled in. There's that impending Death Storm right there as Reborn has decided they want no part of that Death Storm. Let's keep an eye on the map as it looks like both blue ships heading for the ribs. That would definitely be advantage blue as long as they can hold on to the ribs. However, let's see what Red does about this. The Predtato could be an interesting play here. They do have hard cover to move in as well, so advantage and disadvantage. Looks like they're going to try to go for the Mobula before the Predtato can get in the door. However, that plan is about to be busted as Predtato is moving in. They're moving in on the Yield Derp Wagon. That should be a Hwacha any second. There's the Hwacha right into the Yield Derp Wagon. Should be a Ram right there, too. Right in the balloon. The rest of the Hwacha going in as well. Oh, very bad spot for the Yield Derp Wagon. Very bad spot. Are they going to do a blow-by and go for the Reborn? Are they going to do a blow-by? No, they're going to use the ribs as cover. Very good job by the Predtato. Very good job by the Predtato. They're going to just go for the Yield Derp Wagon. Pendulum should be turning for them. So Blue's strategy turning against them as the ribs now favoring Red. Red with enough hard cover to use there. They're trying to pull the Reborn out of cover. They do so, however, there's a hull break on the Pendulum. Looks like Yield Derp Wagon's using some stamina arcs right there to get the Pendulum. Blue now has advantage with the hull break on the Pendulum. Pendulum down to about 35% perma. They're not doing too well right now. They're trying to dive. Reborn definitely with the advantage right now. Predtato has to re-engage, except they're not going to be in time. That's going to be another hull break. There's going to be another hull break there. Pendulum should go down any second. Predtato needs a kill right now if Red wants to win this engagement. However, it looks like Reborn is going for the Predtato. There's a hull break on the Predtato. They will not be able to get that aggressive now. They still have about 55% perma. They can still ram with that much perma. They can still take risks, but they need to be very careful. Here comes the Dust Storm. They're turning. That seemed to be an ill-timed turn right there as the Reborn now moving in for the Pendulum. Let's keep an eye on this action right here as this could be an imminent kill right here. Pendulum down to about 50% armor. That armor goes down. That's a kill. Predtato also hull broken. Pendulum should go down any second. There they go. Pendulum's down. Predtato down a balloon. They are not doing too good right now. They are dropping like a rock right now. They are almost at the bottom of the map. Yield Derp Wagon putting some mines out. That's a little too far with that mine. Little bit too far. That one might be a good one. Yes, it is. Predtato almost hull broken. Predtato almost balloon broken, and the mine balloon actually acting as some cover for the Predtato, for the Yield Derp Wagon, as some of that hits the balloon of that mine. Predtato, though, not quite going to run just yet. They're going to try to use hard cover here. Try to get the Pendulum in the door. Are they going to hold out, though? I don't think they're going to hold out here. I think that's going to be a hull break. I think this is going to be a kill. I think this is going to be a kill here. Predtato gets that armor back up. No harm, no foul on that perma. 12 minutes remaining in the match. Let's look at this from Blue's perspective. Predtato trying to hydro out of dodge there. And it looks like they might have done so. They look like, yeah, they've got enough height there. They've got enough height there to avoid that Hades. Blue deciding to stay low right now. So they get Pendulum in the door, but at what cost? At what cost? Reborn now starting to rise. Yield Derp Wagon starting to rise. They're rising very, very slowly. They have a feeling they know. I think they know where Pendulum is. In fact, from that Junker, I know exactly where he is. And yeah, now they know where he is. Those shots will tell you where they are, as there's a good mine right there onto the Pretado. Shots going out on the year old Derp Wagon. Oh, catches the tail of the Pretado for a hull break. That mine was devastating right there. Will they pick up the kill? No, the engineers once again Johnny on the spot on that armor. The Pendulum losing that balloon. Looks like that might have been a bit of a hydro there. Reborn, hull broken again. Blew up 2-1. Red with first kill advantage, though. That Huacha missing wildly. No, now the back half of the clip hitting. Oh, but that mine right on the top of the Pretado, as if just gently guiding him into that mine. The old Derp Wagon, almost hull broken. No, actually, no, they're not. No, that was Reborn that was almost hull broken. My bad. Reborn now looking to re-engage. Pretado with a Huacha on the old Derp Wagon. Pretado hull broken. Reborn hull broken here. Pretado still hanging on by a thread. How many hull breaks is that? 5 hull breaks on the Pretado? Fancy Pendulum and Reborn looking to have a meeting of the minds right here. They're about to have a pillow fight as there's a ram right there. Reborn hull broken. Pendulum getting the better of this right now. Pendulum getting very aggressive with those Gatlings. Getting very aggressive. Now the Pendulum hull broken. Yule Derp Wagon looking to clean this up. Pretado nowhere to be found in this engagement. Now they're found in this engagement. After the Pendulum loses about 75% perma, that Huacha going into the Derp Wagon, they have no guns now. No guns on the Derp Wagon. Pendulum hull broken. That should be a kill. There it is. 3-1 in favor of blue. This could be 4-1 any second. This could be very, very... However, this could be interesting. The Pretado should go all in here. Pretado might actually have something with those mines there. No, they won't, as the Reborn is diving down. No, and the Pretado goes down. A valiant effort right there by the Pretado to see if they can pick up a cheap one in a 1v2. They do not do so. Reborn hangs on. 4-1 in favor of blue. Red with first blood advantage. For those of you just tuning in, Red has first blood advantage, but that's the only kill that they have, as blue has cleaned it up since then. Reborn with 25% perma. Yield Derp Wagon with just a scratch on the paint job. We are halfway through this first matchup of SCS number 152. A big thanks to everybody tuning in as we are about to get set for the next engagement here. Blue needs 1 kill to win. Once again, Fancy Cloud Dancers is on red. Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin is on blue. Pretado, oh, Pretado's already hull broken. This is not good for red. However, it looks like Pretado might be the bait here. It's still not good for red. Still not good for red. Uh-oh, did somebody an oops? What happened? Uh-oh, did somebody an oops? That's not a good sign right there. As we are going to just cycle through those loadouts one more time for those of you just tuning in. And Fancy Pendulum getting lit up here by those Hades. Those Hades are rating true on the Fancy Pendulum. Pretado moving in. Pretado with a good watch on the Yield Derp Wagon. That is a clean 5 for 5 on the guns. And also pick up an engine, so good job with Pretado. Reborn, however, getting aggressive. Looks like they're going Gatling. Looks like they're going to try to pick it up with the Artemai. But those Artemai are a little bit out of arc right now. Hades going on to the Pendulum. Pretado still trying to push the Reborn. Can't blame them one bit for that idea. But they are getting their front gun camped right there by the Reborn. Fancy Pendulum trying desperately to take the pressure off the Pretado. Pretado gets the back of the Reborn, but too low to do anything with the Huacha. Pretado now has something with the Huacha, but could it be too little too late? Pendulum almost hull broken. They are hull broken. Pretado finally gets that Huacha into arc. They do not pick up the Hades, though, of the Reborn. Now they're going to go for a ram here, try to knock him off course. No, they're going to do a drive-by here. They're going to do a drive-by. Was that a... Oh, that was too little too late by the Pretado. And blue wins 5-1. Chef Zedion's Potatoes au Gratin will be moving on in the winner's bracket. Meanwhile, Fancy Cloud Dancers will be moving on to the Road to Redemption, where they can still come back and win this tournament. But we'll see how they fare later on. But we will be following Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin to the next matchup. And once again, folks, for those of you just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in to Sunday Community Skirmish number 152. We will be right back with the next matchup here. Of course, there's always a few minutes before we get the next match started, just to make sure we get everybody in the right place. A very good matchup to open up Sunday Community Skirmish number 152 here, with a finals quality matchup in the first round here, as we are awaiting the winner of the other half of the bracket. In fact, let's go ahead and take a quick peek and see what's going on here. As once again, we check our side of the bracket, as Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin did pick up the victory 5-1 over Fancy Cloud Dancers. The other matchup, which is currently being contested right now, Sandwich Predators currently with a 4-2 lead over Altruistic Rhapsody. Sandwich Predators 1 kill away from moving on in the winner's bracket. That matchup is still going on right now. One thing I do not know, though, is if we have a stream going on, second stream. My understanding is that we are the only stream for SCS here today. We will have to check. In fact, yes, we are the only stream going on for SCS here today. There is no second stream here today, so we are awaiting a winner. And now we do have a winner. Sandwich Predators, a 5-2 winner over Altruistic Rhapsody. So that means our next matchup will be Chef Sadion's Potatoes au Gratin on red and Sandwich Predators on blue. And we will get that lobby set up here in just a couple minutes. All right, and we are back, folks. We have the lobby up at this time, so we are now waiting both teams to load in. Contacts are going out currently to both of the points of contact on each side. So let's go ahead and set this up for you. Once again, Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin will be on red, and the Sandwich Predators on blue. We got a food theme going on here for this next matchup. Is this a bad time to mention that this is being hosted on Lysanya's Lounge here today? There you go. We got a food theme going on in the winner's final, right? All right. Yes, I have embraced it. It is what it is, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. Sandwich Predators will be on blue. Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin red. Sandwich Predators blue. There we go, folks. There we go. There is your matchup for the winner's final. As we've got most everybody in here, we're just waiting on one more ship to get in here for blue. Once they are in, we will begin the lobby countdown. As a reminder, 4 minutes in lobby, 3.5 minutes to get your loadout set, 30 minutes for strategy, 30 seconds for strategy, and then you go right into the match. Of course, we will have all the matches for SCS here today. We will have the winner's bracket followed by the Road Redemption Finals, followed by the Grand Finals in that particular order. So this is the winner's final here today. The other matchup, unfortunately, will not be streamed. So for anybody looking for VODs later on, I do apologize. There will be no VODs for that matchup, for those matchups. So hopefully somebody else was recording. And of course, if you want to volunteer to stream or ref for Sunday Community Skirmish, be sure to check out the official Sunday Community Skirmish Discord. If you need a link to that, be sure to give a message to Huskar at the conclusion of this tournament. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to hook you up with a link or an invite to that Discord. Of course, now we have the lobby timer started, and we already have changes called. And it looks like Zedion is breaking out the Galleon. Got a Galleon Mobula here versus a Spire and a Galleon. Very interesting. You don't see Keb running a Spire very often. Very interesting to see that. In fact, let's see what kind of Spire he's got. He's got a Lumber Spire here. Very interesting. And of course, Water, it's me running his traditional Galleon here with that double Hwacha. He definitely likes running that closer range Galleon. Of course, we got the Reborn here. Reborn rocking its standard loadout here, that Hades double art, at least so far. And let's see what we've got here. We've got a standard Meta Galleon over here that Zedion's rocking, the Duel of Fates. That is a standard Meta Galleon. Meta Galleons are actually great at all ranges, long range, short range, any range. And that Meta Galleon should be doubly devastating against a Spire and a Galleon combo with lots of balloons to pop, very accessible balloons to pop. All right. We are waiting for this lobby timer to run down or for all sides to get ready, either or. Got about 2 minutes until ship lock here, so we will wait to see if anybody wants to make a change. But so far, other than the one change, other than Zedion changing to Galleon, oh, wait, now we have a slight change. Looks like Water, it's me calling a change, going triple Hwacha with a single side carronade. An interesting choice there. They're going to go close range Galleon on Fjords. I wonder if that's a bit of a mistake here against this team. I don't know. I'm thinking that might be a bit of a mistake going with the triple Hwacha Galleon. That's an interesting choice if I do say so myself. We'll see how it plays out, though. We'll see how it plays out. Of course, we still have that Spire over there, as we have 1 minute until lock. Neither side really looking to change too much here. It looks like, in fact, Galleon Mob is going to be red side's build here. It looks like blue is mostly content. I believe the only question at this point is going to be that Galleon on blue side. What are they going to bring? Are they going to still keep? Are they going to still keep that triple Hwacha? Are they still going to keep that triple Hwacha? That's a good question. Are they still going to keep it? That's still a Meta Galleon and a Mobula over there. We will certainly find out here as 3 seconds remaining. 2, 1. Looks like they are going to go in with that triple Hwacha Galleon there. Here we go on Northern Fjords. That is the matchup. That is the map for this matchup here in the winners finals of SCS number 152. Northern Fjords, of course, is another open map. We're getting a lot of sniping favorable maps here today. But mid-range definitely very viable on this matchup. I gotta say though, we're gonna see how that triple Hwacha Galleon stacks up against all that sniping on a matchup like this. I don't know. We'll see if this was a good call or not. But I got a feeling that's gonna be one of those choices later on that might be regretted. But we'll find out soon enough. And when we load into the matchup, we'll do the ship callouts immediately. In 3, 2, 1, and here we go, folks. Loading into the matchup right now. Ship callout. Ship number 1 is the Duel of Fates, piloted by Zedion. We have a Galleon with a Hwacha and a heavy carronade on one side. We have a Lumber and a heavy flak on the other with a Hades and a Flare on the back. That is your standard Meta Galleon. Ship number 2 is a Reborn, piloted by Sunstrom. A Hades Mobile with double Artemis on the bottom. Gatling and a flak on the wings. Interesting. So we're going with that gun, with that side gun changing every time. Ship number 3 is the Sturtes Crackers, piloted by Mighty Keb. We have a Lumber Spire with Banshee, Hades, and flak. And ship number 4 is the Queen Kerwin's Revenge, piloted by Water It's Me. A triple Hwacha, single heavy carronade Galleon with a Gatling and a Flare on the back. As Reborn engaging the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. In fact, both blue ships engaging Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They were actually able to get into range, but that has to be nothing more than a drive-by as they bump the environment and take a hull break, but looks like it won't be any damage to that perma-hull as the Sturdy's Crackers, however, is hull broken. This is the downside of running that triple Watch Galleon. You're leaving your Spire you're leaving your Spire out in the open. I don't know if this is going to end up working well for Blue, but we'll see how it plays out as Queen Kerwin's Revenge once again trying to get into arcs here. Looks like that's going to be a lumber raining true onto the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Now they're deciding, no, they don't care about the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. No, they are going to turn to the Queen Kerwin's Revenge once again. They're going to hull break them, they're going to balloon break them, and Queen Kerwin's Revenge forced to find cover once again. The flak not raining true. The flak not raining true on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They get a bit of a stay of execution right there as Sturdy's Crackers trying to put shots in on the Duel at Fates. Not able to get that balloon pop, though. Actually, no, they do get the balloon pop, but they're not able to take it out of arc. Shots going into the Sturdy's Crackers. Looks like Sturdy's is just trying desperately to push the Duel at Fates back. Looks like Blue is trying to get the Reborn caught out in the open. At least at the early going, that seems to be what Blue is doing. Watch it going into the Reborn here. Watch it into the Reborn. Looks like Duel at Fates has been sufficiently pushed back to where Queen Kerwin's Revenge has decided now is the time to make the push. Sturdy's Crackers might have done the job right here. Reborn now in arc. There's a hull break on the Reborn. Let's get a little closer to the action right here. As that Watcha misses wildly, a good shoot vent by the Reborn. A beautiful shoot vent by the Reborn, dodging 90% of that Watcha. Well done by the pilot there. Duel of Fates almost in arc. Reborn deciding, normally they want to be high, however, by going low, they're going to get the Duel at Fates in arc here. So this is one of those times where actually going low is a smart plan. Reborn, meanwhile, getting gats, eating gats, but that, here comes Duel at Fates. Duel at Fates trying to get those guns into arc. This could get very interesting. However, they're using Queen Kerwin's Revenge as a body block. However, Queen Kerwin's Revenge moving away. Hull breaks on both galleons. It looks like Red might win this DPS race, though. Queen Kerwin's Revenge still hull broken. One more shot will clean them up. Indeed, there it is. Red with first blood advantage 1-0 here. Red with first blood advantage. That will be Chef Sedion's potatoes au gratin. Sturdy's Crackers in a bit of trouble here. However, there's a hull break. There's a balloon break. On the Duel at Fates, they're not quite close enough to the ground to the bounce just yet, but they're camped. Sturdy's Crackers moving in. They're getting very aggressive. They're looking to pick up as much perma as possible. They do pick up about another good chunk of perma off the Duel at Fates. So Duel at Fates is down to 50%. However, the damage was done earlier in the engagement. It is 2-0 in favor of Red, but Duel at Fates now stands at about 50% perma with 4 minutes gone by in this winner's final matchup. I gotta say, though, I'm still questioning the triple Watch Galleon, but I gotta give them credit. They played it fairly well. Blue's team comp against this Red comp is a little curious, but again, they've done some damage, but not enough to get a kill just yet. As Blue has spawned in, looks like Spot's already going out on the Sturdy's Crackers. So Red has an idea of where that Galleon is, I would bet. I would bet they do. Meanwhile, we are awaiting the next engagement here as Blue looking to hole up. Looks like they're strategizing there behind the mountain. Red, meanwhile, content to sit back, say, get at me, bro. Blue not interested in engaging at this time. No, actually looks like they're going to change their plans. Looks like they are going to go back through their own spawn. Let's actually take a look at that right now as they are backing up the truck is the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Sturdy's Crackers, meanwhile, keeping their good eye on Queen Kerwin's Revenge, saying, I guess they got their fronts locked toward each other. They're going to turn that corner. They're going to see some red ships over yonder towards their spawn area, so they need to have those guns out pretty quick once they turn that corner. Looks like Sturdy's Crackers is going to turn that, oh, wait a minute. That's interesting. Are they going to go under? Is Sturdy's Crackers going to go under here? Or are they going to go over? They're just hanging out right now. Looks like Sturdy's Crackers just hanging out right now. Are they feigning the split push? No, that balloon should be over the top of the mountain. They should know what's up. If red sees that top of they could be spinning that split push. No, they're just both decided they're going to go back the other way. It looks like they can't make up their minds as far as which side they want to engage on. Either that or they are trying to bait red into a more favorable position. That is a possibility as well. They might be trying to bait red into a more favorable position. In fact, that is definitely what's going on as the spire has popped up over the mountain range. They are definitely trying to bait red. This is definitely a bait right here. They wanted to be seen with that positioning. What they are looking for, we do not know just yet, but Reborn seems to be interested. Duet Fates seems to be interested. They are intrigued by the spire. They see the spire and just, they cannot help themselves. They are moving around the corner. Apparently, it looks like they are moving towards red spawn. Blue is moving towards red spawn, towards that mountain. Have they just baited red into their own tactics? Oh, this is a very, very, very interesting play right here. Oh, this could be a very interesting play right here. Red's about to round that corner and figure out what blue is up to. I have to admit, this is a very spicy play right here. I like it. I like this play by blue. Now the question is what they're going to do with it. The spire spotted Duet Fates realizes, oh no, they've got our spot. We are not going to have hard cover here, folks. That means that blue is probably going to round that corner. Queen Kerwin's Revenge deciding to round that corner. They have taken the red's advantage away from them, and they are moving in now. It looks like it is now time for the next engagement. Queen Kerwin's Revenge now balloon broken. Duet Fates now about to eat some shots here. Looks like their balloon's getting shot up here. And one more will actually take out that balloon. There goes the balloon. Queen Kerwin's Revenge moving in on the Reborn. Reborn realizing this, backing up the truck right now. Reborn, balloon breaks, Queen Kerwin's Revenge, taking them out of arc. Reborn realizing that just happened. They're going for the Salty Crackers. Duet Fates now, balloon broken. They're moving for the Sturdy's Crackers now is the Reborn. Hades moving out there onto the Sturdy's Crackers. Looks like a switch has happened. Looks like Duet Fates now on the Queen Kerwin's Revenge with a hull break. Those flaks not timed up well enough to hit the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Sturdy's Crackers, hull broken. Those engineers, though, once again, get that armor back up very quickly. Duet Fates not in an advantageous position. Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Actually, no, I take that back. Neither galleon is really in engagement here. Both the Mobula and the Spire currently the ones that are actively engaging. Let's actually take a quick peek over there. See what's going on as these Sturdy's Crackers hull broken. And those engineers are right there. They are right there, folks. They're watching that hull armor. However, maybe too little, too late. The downside of the Spire is they are very susceptible to Hades. They are a very tall ship. Very tall, very susceptible to arcing weapons. Sturdy's Crackers not feeling good right now. They're in world hurt right now. One more shot will take him out. There it goes. 3-0 in favor of red. Queen Kerwin's Revenge was just too low right there to do anything about it. That balloon camp just absolutely disengaging the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Now Queen Kerwin's Revenge is caught in red spawn with absolutely nowhere to go. They're between a rock, a hard place, and a Duet Fates and a Reborn. I don't know if I like their chances getting out of this engagement. They're going to need some disables and a prayer right now, as there's the Hwacha as the Duet Fates goes low, trying to avoid that Hwacha. They do so, no gun breaks. Absolutely no gun breaks from the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. Queen Kerwin, of course, rocking that flare. I'm surprised nobody's on that flare. I'm surprised nobody's on that flare gun right now. Absolutely surprised nobody's on that flare gun right now. Trying to pop some guns here. Very surprised. Duet Fates eating another Hwacha, doing its best to dodge those Hwachas, doing its best to juke and jive and whatnot, trying to get out of dodge there. Queen Kerwin's Revenge now eating a Hades right there by the Reborn. That is a Hades going into play here. Queen Kerwin's Revenge doing a great job, though, of tanking this. Queen Kerwin's Revenge trying to get one more Hwacha off before... Oh, there's the Hwacha right there onto the Reborn. Watch onto the Reborn. They're going to try to push him back here. Sturdy's Crackers now trying to put some shots out on the Reborn. No, they're going to go for the Duet Fates instead. Duet Fates is their target. Watch it going into the Reborn. Queen Kerwin's Revenge, hull broken, balloon broken. They're hurting. They're taking some perma-hull damage. As the split push by Red means that they will always have at least one ship in arc. Hull break once again. Hull break on the Duet Fates, though. Hull break on the Duet Fates. Blue might have something here. There they go. Now they've got something. Blue on the board, 3-1. Blue on the board, 3-1. I believe we have an update from the other bracket here. Indeed, we do. Fancy Cloud Dancers, a 5-0 winner over Altruistic Rhapsody, meaning that Altruistic Rhapsody has been eliminated from SCS number 152. They will await the loser of this matchup, will Fancy Cloud Dancers. Sturdy's Crackers not really in position to do anything. Looks like they're actually going to go for the Duet Fate spawn here. No, actually, they've decided they're going to turn right back around. They're going to turn back around and go for the Reborn in a 1v2. Duet Fate spawning in. Reborn, hull broken, balloon broken. Could this be a snowball here? Could this be a snowball here? Reborn, hull broken, still balloon broken. That watch is raining true onto every single gun of the Reborn. Reborn is in big trouble here. This could be another kill right here for Blue. This could be another kill any moment. That watch is just going wild, but they do pick it up. It is 3-2. Duet Fates behind hardcover with spots. Now losing the spots because of the dead Mobula. But, whew, my goodness. Now we got ourselves a matchup here, folks. Now we got ourselves a matchup. All right. Once again, for those of you just tuning in here, this is the winner's final of SCS number 152. Chef Sedion's Potatoes au gratin with a 3-2 lead over the Sandwich Predators in this very food-themed winner's final matchup. Duet Fates, balloon broken once again. Watch going out for the Queen Kerwin's Revenge onto the Duet Fates. Maybe this is what they were looking for. Maybe this is why they brought that triple watch a Galleon. Maybe this is what they've been looking for as the Mobula moving in on the Sturdy's Crackers. We've got a hull break on the Sturdy's Crackers. Got a hull break on the Duet Fates. Sturdy's Crackers are forced to back up. They are getting completely camped right now on those guns. Sturdy's Crackers with no guns. They are at the mercy of the Mobula. Queen Kerwin's Revenge trying, just flailing wildly with that watch, hoping for a prayer right there to pick up something on the Reborn. Hull break on the Sturdy's Crackers again. They look like they might be camping that hull here. They might be camping that hull. Yes, they are. They are camping that hull. They've got at least 2 people on that hull. That should be a kill, though. That should be a kill right there. No, they've got 3 people on that hull now. With how fast they're rebuilding that, that's 3 people in the hull. However, resistance is futile. They do hang on for just long enough to maybe get the Queen Kerwin's Revenge out of dodge there. Again, that watcher going wild right there. A quick little stamina burst by the Reborn. Queen Kerwin's Revenge in a world of trouble right now. If they die, this winner's final is over, and Red's going to win 5-2. Queen Kerwin's Revenge in a bit of trouble right now. Oh, this is not good here. This is not good for them. This is not good for the Queen Kerwin's Revenge. They're hull broken. They're balloon broken. This could be it, folks. This could be the winner's final right here. One more hull break should do it. One more hull break should do it as we move in on the Duet Fates. We watch Queen Kerwin's Revenge. That should do it right there. Indeed, it does. That Hades running true. Red wins 5-2. That means that Chef Sedion's Potatoes au gratin is moving on to the grand finals. Meanwhile, Sandwich Predators will be moving to the Road to Redemption finals to meet. They will be meeting Fancy Cloud Dancers. Once again, a big thanks to everybody tuning in here today. Thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge as we proceed with Sunday Community Skirmish number 152. Of course, a big thanks to everybody who's here watching on the live stream and on the replay. So big thanks to everybody here today. We want to make sure that you have a good experience. So if one thing I just want to mention here, I know some of you are tuning in for the first time in a while on my live stream. I do have a new headset, so if my microphone is not coming in clearly, please let me know. I want to make sure that you can clearly understand everything that I'm stating here during the broadcast. So yeah, if you guys need me to turn my microphone up, if you can't hear me clearly, let me know. If it's too loud, let me know as well. As now we are setting up the next lobby here. Of course, our next matchup. Oh, actually, looks like Mirwin is going to be bowing out as referee, as Huskar will be our new referee. Huskar will be subbing in. Let's see if he is subbing in as the referee. Let's double check that. Hang on just one moment. Let's see here. Let's actually see. We should be loading into the next lobby here. Let's see. Hang on. We're still looking for confirmation here from Huskar. Let's make sure. Let's make sure. Is that indeed the case? Yes, it looks like Huskar, I believe, is subbing as ref now. I don't know. Question mark. Huskar, leaving me hanging here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. It's rough now. Oh. Let's see. Is this the correct lobby or is this the incorrect lobby? Come on, Huskar, give me something here. Let's see what's going on. I believe this is the correct lobby, though. That is correct. Okay, so Huskar is taking over as ref. We now have confirmation of that. Huskar is now taking over as ref. And we are loading into the lobby right now. There we go, folks. Let's get the correct. He's trolling, of course. All right, so let's see who we have here. We have Sandwich Predators. They will be on red. Sandwich Predators will be on red. We'll have Fancy Cloud Dancers. They'll be on blue. So, once again, Sandwich Predators versus Fancy Cloud Dancers. There you go, folks. That is your matchup here for the Road to Redemption Finals. The winner of this matchup will be moving on to the Grand Finals. The loser of this matchup will be eliminated from SCS number 152. And there you go. Now the bracket has been updated. If you want to follow along with our bracket, you can click the link that I'm posting in Twitch chat here. Of course, it'll already be posted by the time that you hear this. So if you want to follow along, there is your bracket. If you want to follow along with the tournament. For those of you just tuning in, let's get you caught up on the proceedings here today. We are the only live stream for today. There is no second stream. So for those of you just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge here today at SCS number 152 as we recap the tournament so far. In our first matchup, Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin with a 5-1 win over the Fancy Cloud Dancers. On an unstreamed matchup, Sandwich Predators with a 5-2 victory over Altruistic Rhapsody. In the Road to Redemption first round, Fancy Cloud Dancers with a clean 5-0 win in an unstreamed matchup against Altruistic Rhapsody, moving them into our next matchup here. Meanwhile, in the winner's bracket, Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin, a 5-2 winner over Sandwich Predators, moving Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin into the grand finals. Awaiting the winner of our current matchup between Sandwich Predators on red and Fancy Cloud Dancers on blue. Now we take a quick look at the loadouts. We got a squid. We got Return of the Squid here in SCS. Of course, Mighty Keb known for his aggressive play. And we've got a Merc Mobula. You don't see that very often in SCS. However, with a Galleon in play, perhaps... Perhaps a smart choice to bring that Merc Mobula against a Galleon. Also a Mobula in play. Looks like there... What? That is an interesting Mobula right there. That is a very interesting Mobula. Very, very interesting. Very interesting as we have 1:30 until lock. They are going to do that Mobula, though. That is definitely an off-meta Mobula, running a Mercury and a Hades on the 2. Very interesting. They're going to run an Artemis on the 1, Flare on the 5. Are they going to go with an overloaded? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We will certainly see here how this is going to play out. All right, I got 30 seconds until lock here. Oh, no, we are ready to go right now, folks. We are ready to go right now. Both sides declaring they are ready. They're done waiting as this next matchup is on Clash at Blackcliff, a map featuring a lot of natural cover and a lot of man-made cover, as you can see in that picture, smokestacks and factories and all that stuff. Lots of places to hide, lots of places to snipe from. It's a very, very interesting map, I will say so myself. And by interesting, I mean hopefully pray for no coin flips. Here we go. Ship number 1 is the Greasy Dream, piloted by Mighty Keb. We have a Squid rocking a Gatling up front, a Banshee on the side, and a Carronade on the back. Ship number 2 is the Cucumber Sandwich, piloted by Water It's Me, a Merc Mobula with double Artemis on the bottom, and a Gatling and a Flare on the wings. Yes, it is. Ship number 3 is the Fancy Star, piloted by Dimentio. It is a Mobula with a Mercury up top, an Artemis, and a Hades on the bottom, a Gatling and a Flare on the wings, and ship number 4 is the Humdrum, piloted by Spudnik. A Galleon with a Hwacha Heavy Carronade on one side, Lumber Flak on the long side with a Hades, and a Flare gun on the back. That is a Meta Galleon right there. Humdrum moving in. Looks like they are spotted here. Cucumber Sandwich putting some shots out. Humdrum returning fire. Looks like the Greasy Dream. Oh, Greasy Dream being very greasy, very sneaky right there as they are waiting for their chance to engage. Looks like they've decided now's their chance to engage. They're moving in right now. Humdrum realizing this, that subtle turn, a quick recognition of the fact that Greasy Dream is moving in on the front of the Galleon. The Galleon, of course, is the weakest at the front with no guns pointing in that direction. Greasy Dream, meanwhile, trying to dodge the Fancy Star, trying to stay in arcs, but trying to dodge the Fancy Star. Humdrum nearly hull broken. Looks like Squid deciding it's done its job. Now they're going to go for the Fancy Star here. They need to get the back of the Fancy Star. They need to basically get as close to the Fancy Star as possible, because the Fancy Star is running a build that is almost exclusively long range. If you look at this build, they are running a Hades and a Mercury. Granted, Mercury can work short range, but you gotta have your pilot aim for you effectively at that point. So there's a Wild Watcher right there by the Humdrum, possibly a Hydra by the Greasy Dream. No, not a Hydra. That was a Stamina Raise, baby. As a Fancy Star trying desperately to keep up with the Greasy Dream, not able to do so just yet. They're having some issues here trying to keep up with the Greasy Dream. Cucumber Sandwich, meanwhile, they are balloon broken. Humdrum finally getting something to work with here on the Cucumber Sandwich. Looks like they are trying to use the Greasy Dream as their way to pick up kills, or at least be the one to engage here. If they get their engines broken, If the Greasy Dream's engines get broken, this could be devastating for Red. I think that's going to be their entire strategy here, is they're going to have the Greasy Dream try to pick up kills here as the Greasy Dream hull broken, but they get out of dodge very quickly with minimal damage. About 20% perma picked up. And they back up into environment, but no harm, no foul on there. It looks like maybe one engine goes down. And Cucumber Sunwitch, we got to keep an eye right here. Cucumber Sunwitch and the Humdrum engage with each other. Greasy Dream now moving in. Greasy Dream moving in. They're trying to get under the Fancy Star. They're not able to do so. No, they do get under, but they eat a watcher for their efforts. Oh, 3 engines go down. That could be devastating for Red right there. That could be devastating for the Greasy Dream. Looks like that is a heavy carronade going into the Greasy Dream. That is a balloon break on the Greasy Dream. Oh, a flare goes into the hull. Somebody missed a Chem spray on the Greasy Dream. A flare into the hull. That could be devastating right there. That should be a hull break any second. That is a hull break right there. That flare doing its job as the Greasy Dream. Now scrambling with 3 engines down. Now 2 engines down. They get 1 back up. This is a very bad spot for the Greasy Dream. They are caught out in a 2v1. And there's the kill right there, set up by the flare. Job well done by the whoever was on that flare gun. 1-0 in favor of blue. 1-0 in favor of blue, but definitely set up by the flare. Cucumber Sunwitch realizing, that flare though, what up? Time to back up the truck as they are balloon and hull broken simultaneously. That is not a good sign for a Mobula. When a Mobula is balloon broken and hull broken at the same time, you know it's about to go south in a hurry. Cucumber Sunwitch backing it up, trying to get away. They're hull broken again. Not a good spot for them to be. They need to run, but they've got nowhere to hide right now. They're trying to turn that corner. Is the Cucumber Sunwitch. They're trying to turn that corner. They just cannot get behind cover right now. They are still getting pursued by blue. That's a hull break right there. That should be a kill. There it is, 2-0 in favor of blue. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to scream there, except down. Blue with first kill advantage, blue with the 2-0 lead, and barely a scratch on the paint job of the Fancy Star. They're at about 95% perma. Meanwhile, the Galleon at 100% perma, not even a scratch. They're looking factory fresh over there with some Chem spray downstairs. I must say that was a good engagement on the squid by blue, setting up that whole chain of events. Sandwich Predators. Again, their whole strategy seems to be Greasy Dream gets the hull break, gets enough of an annoyance. Cucumber Sunwitch trying to lock down one of these ships. Looks like that's the plan right now for Red. So far, not working for them. However, they got plenty of time to turn this around. It's only 1 engagement. It's only 2-0. A lot of teams have come back in the past from 2-0. Greasy Dream, meanwhile, trying to be a distraction. Cucumber Sunwitch, do they have cloud cover in their favor? They do have a little bit of cloud cover in their favor. They are a bit obscured right there, and they're behind hard cover as well with that smokestack. Greasy, oh, that cloud cover's moving towards blue. This could be advantageous for Red if they know how to take advantage of it. It is moving directly towards blue. Cucumber Sunwitch deciding to move up Greasy Dream, deciding to be a distraction here. They might lose that hard cover, might Cucumber Sunwitch. I think they've decided they don't care about that hard cover now. They're going to go ahead and put the shots out. That Mercury a little bit low. They need to aim that Mercury a little bit up here. As we look at this from Blue's perspective, the Humdrum looks like they're going to take the Vanguard position. Fancy Guard going to be the rear guard for the Humdrum. Fancy Star going to, it looks like, be the one to watch the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream, however, still going to act as a distraction. Fancy Star. Oh, Fancy Star backed up against Environment. I think they've realized. Yeah, he's realized that he's going to rise up. Yeah, he's realized he's right back up against Environment. That you do not want to be up against Environment like that. That could be very devastating. Even a squid can do something bad to you at that point. As Greasy Dream looking around that corner, Fancy Star backing it up, realizing that Greasy Dream has something to work with here. They have the position that they want. Does the Greasy Dream, are they going to make their move? They're going to make their move right now. No, they've decided to double back here. Looks like it's a little bit of an okie doke as the flare goes into the clouds. They want to know exactly when Greasy Dreams decides to move out, and there's a second flare missing the squid. That one was aimed at the squid, though. A third one aimed at the squid. That one does hit the hull of the squid. However, they have an extinguisher in play here. Looks like Greasy Dream realizing, better have an extinguisher in play here. Yeah, looks like they do have an extinguisher on the Greasy Dream. Flare is going once again into the Greasy Dream. That squid somehow very susceptible to flares right now. That's 2 flares that have landed uncontested with 15 stacks on the hull. They need to be very careful, does the Greasy Dream. Somebody's got their number as there's a devastating watch into the Greasy Dream. 2 engines, 3 guns down. Greasy Dream is going to be forced to retreat as they hit the environment. The balloon almost completely down. Oh, this could be bad for the Greasy Dream. This could be very bad for the Greasy Dream. Cucumber Sunwitch might be forced up a bit here. That balloon is in trouble. There's a hull break. There's a Hwacha. Oh, and a tap into the back of the environment. All they had to do was hit one more Hwacha rocket to finish it off. Oh, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate by that squid. They've just got nothing to work with against this team comp. Absolutely nothing to work with against this team comp. As Humdrum just happily taking pot shots against Cucumber Sunwitch, just popping the back of that smokestack, basically saying, "Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, we know you're there." Meanwhile, Humdrum, Fancy Star, getting into position once again, waiting for the Greasy Dream. It's almost like they're content to just farm the Greasy Dream right now, not even worried about the Cucumber Sunwitch. Greasy Dream. Let's actually take a look at the Greasy Dream right now. Let's take a quick peek of the map as well and see how they're going to take this engagement. Looks like they're going to go split push again, as they have to with this squid. They have to, but I'm wondering, should the Mobula be moving up? Is it... granted, they have range. They have range, but is this a bit of a mistake? Should they be moving a bit up here? The Cucumber Sunwitch. I just feel like they're just letting the Greasy Dream get ripped to shreds. The Blue is having their way with the Greasy Dream. However, Greasy Dream moving in on the Galleon. They do get the front of the Galleon. Fancy Star has their front, however, on the Greasy Dream. They're going to go under. Yes, they do. They go under. Bit of a stamina drop there. Looks like that was a Hydro. Yep, that's a Hydro to self-correct. And that is a Hydro to self-correct, and they are getting over the Humdrum. A good job right there by that pilot. Staying out of the arcs of the Humdrum. Now they're going to dive back down. They're going to tempt fate right there. They're going to tempt fate as another flare goes into the squid, causing the hull break. Dear God, the humanity of those flares. Oh, the Greasy Dream absolutely getting lit up. No pun intended. Actually, screw that pun intended. As the flare illuminating the Greasy Dream. This is not good for the Greasy Dream. More flares. A 4th flare hitting the hull of the Greasy Dream. This is just... Oh my goodness, that is going to be a hull break. That was a mistaken chem spray right there on the Greasy Dream. Oh, this is just brutal right now. I'm just sitting back and wondering, when will the Greasy Dream have a chem spray on that hull? Yes, they do have one on now, but my goodness, another flare going out. But they do have the chem spray on the hull. That is 4 flares. Oh, the Fancy Star has been hull broken, and finally they pick up a kill. Finally, the Fancy Star goes down. It is 1-3. Red finally with a kill on the board, but my goodness. Story of the matchup so far, still the flares into the Greasy Dream. As now the Humdrum, hull broken. They're on the long side of the Humdrum. A good choice by the Greasy Dream, as they need arming time on the Humdrum to be effective. The closer they are, the better. All those guns on that side have arming time. Hull break once again. Greasy Dream looking to finish him up. Greasy Dream not even content to back up. They're going to stay in this fight as looks like the Fancy Stars back up. However, the kill on the Galleon, 3-2, Red finally winning an engagement there. Woo! That was a heck of an engagement. My goodness. I bet you, I almost bet you dollars to donuts somebody on Blue is recording right now. Probably going, yo, let's give Lysanya a show over here. I'll show him how flares work. 4 flares later. Meanwhile, Fancy Star back up, Humdrum back up as we are setting up this next engagement here. Both teams jockeying for position on the map. Lord of Spades with a great message right there. Now you see me, now you don't. Oh, my hull is down. Oh, there's a flare. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Greasy Dream moving up the side here. Looks like they're looking for a side flank as Cucumber Sandwich once again acting as decoy. You know that Blue knows, that Red knows, that Blue knows, that Red knows this flank is coming. They just don't know when and from what angle. They probably have an idea, though, considering the position. They got to know that flank is coming from their right. They got to know that flank is going to come from their right or maybe even behind them. But it's got to be set up from the right. Greasy Dream still moving. Are they going to take the roundabout? No, they've decided now is the time to make their move. They have made their engagement. They're making their engagement right now. They've got a clean flank on the Fancy Star. They got a clean flank on the Fancy Star. They make that turn. Humdrum trying desperately to get a Watcha into the Greasy Dream. Not able to do so. They got a clean flank on the Fancy Star here. Seems like right now this entire matchup has been dictated by what happens between the Greasy Dream and the Hwacha on the Humdrum, or at least a flare gunner, whoever's on that flare. That seems to be how this match is flowing so far. Cucumber Sandwich, I would dare say, has had a very minimal impact on this match so far. Greasy Dream really is the X factor in this matchup here. As Greasy Dream looking to get the side of the... Oh, there's the Hwacha. Oh, they're backing up that truck right there. They realize the error of their ways. Greasy Dream dodging that Hwacha. No component breaks. They knew that was coming. They were like, oh, hit the brakes. Right now, 5 minutes left in the matchup. Once again, for those of you just tuning in, Blue has first kill advantage. Red down 1 kill. They need 2 kills. Right now to win this matchup, they need 2 kills. Greasy Dream moving back in. Now there's a bit of urgency on Red as they are deciding to move in. Cucumber Sandwich deciding to move in as well. Looks like Cucumber Sandwich has decided it's now or never. Hull break on the Cucumber Sandwich. They're moving in. They're hull broken. They're hurting. They are hurting right now as the Fancy Star getting lit up here. Oh, Hwacha going into the Greasy Dream. Oh, they're going to get balloon engine broken. Oh, that's 3 engines down on the... Oh, and a rear bump. No, not a rear bump right there. Greasy Dream is in trouble right now. A lot of trouble. Humdrum just basically backing up, saying, nah, shove you out of the way. Let's go for the Cucumber Sandwich. They're hull broken right now. A beautiful job positioning by the Humdrum. Flak's going in. Oh, picking it up with the Flak right there. The Humdrum doing its work. 4-2 in favor of Blue. Red needs to go clean sweep to win it right now. They need 3 kills in about 4 minutes plus overtime. Greasy Dream might have to start taking some chances here. This is not a good spot if you're Red. They're down 2 kills with about 4 minutes left, maybe 3 and change. This has been a very exciting match so far as Cucumber Sandwich spawns on the flank. Not a bad idea here by the Cucumber Sandwich. In fact, I would dare say it's probably their only move left. As now we have an official call, 3 minutes until overtime here. Let's watch the Greasy Dream. Let's watch it from their perspective. We know they're going to move in. They might actually be the distraction this time. They might actually be the bait this time. In fact, they're getting spots out there. They're getting spots. Are they actually going to be the one to move in first to get Cucumber Sandwich in? Looks like they are not content to move back. They are moving in right now. They've decided with the timer where it is right now, no choice, got to move. Can't blame them for that call. They need to get a quick kill plus overtime. They need a quick kill plus overtime as Cucumber Sandwich hurting right now. They need a quick kill. They need one right now. Fancy Star currently has their back turned to the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream now trying to go for the Fancy Star, realizing they might have something here. Watch it going out from the Humdrum to the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream does not have much time to dance around. They got to make a decisive play here pretty soon. They got to make their decisive play. They've decided now's the time. They're going for the Fancy Star. They do get the hull break. They do get the hull break on the Fancy Star. They're not really able to follow up with those Banshees. Not much on the Banshees. They had to reposition against the Humdrum. Now Humdrum blocked off by the Fancy Star. Greasy Dream now moving in. No, they're going to dance again. They're going to dance again. They're going to dance all night, apparently, as Greasy Dream now still moving in on the Fancy Star. They get the hull break. Flare's going out, and however, there's a hull break on the Greasy Dream. Hull break on the Fancy Star. Here we go. Greasy Dream has to back off with 1:30 till overtime. Red needs a kill now. They cannot wait. They have to get overtime and clean sweep. Blue with first blood advantage. I don't like the decision to run by the Greasy Dream. They have to get decisive right now. They need to force that respawn so they can get overtime in their favor. They have to do something about it right now. That's a hydro by the Fancy Star. They're looking for something, anything right now. They're looking to stall out as much as possible. Blue can stall out as much as they can here. 1 minute till overtime. I would dare say chances of winning for Blue are now 99.999%. Blue can stall out the timer and win. Greasy Dream just not in the engagement. This should be the match then. Blue should win this matchup. Red just unable to get Arc here. Taking too long to get Arc onto the Fancy Star. 30 seconds left till overtime. They just don't have anything to work with as a flare goes into the Greasy Dream's balloon. The fifth flare connecting with no Chem Spray and a devastating flare to the balloon, dropping half of it. 20 seconds until overtime. Greasy Dream in trouble here. Hull break on the Greasy Dream. They're dropping. Hades going into them. 3, 2, 1. We're going to have overtime here. We are going to have overtime here. Overtime has started. That means we have a 3-minute overtime here, folks. However, it's probably not going to matter as Blue with a 2-kill lead and first blood advantage. This is not good for Red. However, they do have the overtime confirmed, so at least they have that in their back pocket. Greasy Dream moving in on the Fancy Star. They're looking for a kill. Now now they know they cannot waste any more time. Cucumber Sandwich is balloon broken here. Greasy Dream. Now, another flare going out. They're looking for something with those flares. However, Chem Spray is holding true. Fancy Star bumping into the Greasy Dream. That's going to hull break the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream within that arming time of the Fancy Star. Oh, watch ya. 3 guns down, 2 engines. And Huskar reminds everybody, Blue with first blood. Blue with the 2-kill lead. Red trying to get the Greasy Dream into position. Watch it going wild. That could be the cue for Red to go in. They have to go in. They have no choice. They have absolutely no choice. 2 minutes to go. They have to go in. They need a kill within the next 30 seconds. They need one. Humdrum hull broken, but they get that armor back up very quickly. They need a kill right this second. Fancy Star. They're going to go for them. They got to get a kill within the next 30 seconds. They have to do it. They need a kill within the next 30 seconds. If you're Greasy Dream, you can't be dodging. You can't be doing any of that stuff. You have to get this kill right now. They do get the hull break. Banshee's going out. They do get the kill. Minute and a half till overtime. They might be able to pull this out of their backsides with the force spawn, but they got to get lucky here. 4-3, Blue with first blood advantage. They're trying to get the quick kill. Tar going out from the Galleon. Tar making an appearance in this matchup. A brilliant Tar right there by the Galleon. A brilliant Tar that might be a match-saving Tar right there. It's Cucumber Sandwich. Also balloon broken. A minute left till the match ends. That's going to force the Gracie Dream back, and that should actually do it. That tar delaying the kill. The stall tactic should work here. The stall tactics catch the cucumber sandwich in the tar. Oh, it's going to pick up components on the cucumber sandwich. 4 guns going down. That tar has just saved the matchup for blue. That is a match-saving tar right there by the humdrum. A Hwacha going into the cucumber sandwich. A balloon break on the cucumber sandwich. 30 seconds until this match ends. Red playing for pride right now, picking up the 4th kill. However, resistance is now futile as there's 20 seconds left in the matchup. Blue's going to win this with first blood advantage, folks. Blue's going to win this with first blood advantage. Gracie Dream realizing too late they took too long to dance around the enemy. Engagement still on, and blue, 3 seconds till 10. 2, 1, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it. Time is up. Blue wins 5-4 no matter what happens in this engagement. Blue wins 5-4. A very hotly contested matchup with high drama at the end. But my goodness, what a matchup. What a matchup in this Road to Redemption final as Blue, Fancy Cloud Dancers, wins 4-4 via tiebreaker first blood advantage. Wow, what a matchup. Both teams deserve a lot of respect. An impressive job, an impressive showing by both teams. However, Sandwich Predators has been eliminated from SCS number 152, setting up our grand finals as the Circle of Life comes full circle. Our first matchup will be our final matchup as we have Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin versus Fancy Cloud Dancers. Both these teams, once again, no strangers to love or each other. And we will be right back with the exciting conclusion of SCS number 152 as we start the grand finals when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, we are about to get started with the grand finals matchup here between Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin and Fancy Cloud Dancers. Once again, a big thanks to everybody tuning in. We will be back shortly with the exciting conclusion of Sunday Community Skirmish number 152, as we are about to be joined in the booth by our referee from the first 2 matchups. That will be Mirwin. Just getting Mirwin in here into the booth. So stay tuned, folks, for the exciting conclusion of SCS number 152 right here on Lysanya's Lounge. All right, folks, and we are back, and we are in lobby, and we are about to get started with the Grand Finals matchup here. Grand Finals matchup set to begin as everybody's loading into lobby. Once again, for those of you just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in to Sunday Community Skirmish number 152, as we have had a very fantastic showing in our most recent matchup, a 4-4 tie decided by First Blood, in which Fancy Cloud Dancers, coming back from the Road to Redemption, now about to face the team that put them into Road to Redemption to begin with. That would be Chef Sadion's Potatoes au Gratin. So for those of you just tuning in, let's set this up for you once again. Chef Sadion's Potatoes au Gratin will be red versus Fancy Cloud Dancers on blue. And we are about to be joined. Here we go. There's Mirwin. Welcome, Mirwin, to the lounge. How you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm quite fine.
So for those of you just tuning in, Mirwin actually was our referee for the very first two matchups here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 152. Now Mirwin is going to be joining us as a co-caster here for the Grand Finals. So once again, Huskar will be our referee. Fancy Cloud Dancers, yes, that was a 23-minute matchup that just happened, and the referee is granting them a short respite, maybe to grab a drink, take a couple minutes to cool off after that hotly contested matchup. Whew, that was a heck of a matchup we just saw, though. A well-played matchup. I have to say, though, I have to say, as much as just that squid play, though, was just up and down and everywhere. It was just everything about that matchup was dictated by the squid either making a good play or having a play made on the squid. Just that entire previous matchup, a lot of action and just those flares, though. Those flares were amazing. Just hitting that squid at the right time. Missed chem cycles, picking up a kill on the squid. Just great play all around by all sides. Just you got to tip your cap to both sides. There were no losers in that matchup. Granted, there has to be a winner. There has to be a loser, but there really were no losers in that matchup. And I think the ultimate winner of that matchup was all of our viewers here today.
I was expecting a much more one-sided match after the 2-0 at the beginning, but like you said, the Squid made some good maneuvers.
That they did, and a lot of it was set up by just everything was set up by how they positioned against the Galleon too. So, oh, we've got some changes. Looks like we have lobby timer started. Do we have lobby timer started? Let's see. Blue is deciding they're ready. So yes, we now have a lobby timer started here. Blue's decided they're good. They don't want to change anything. They're going Galleon and Mobula. They like their loadout.
It looks like a mirror matchup with a Meta Galleon against the Meta Galleon and a Meta Mobula against the Meta Mobula.
So dog, I heard you like meta, so we put meta in your meta so we can meta while you meta.
Well,
we got a lot of meta in here.
Yep. This meta combo has won every match today, so why would you pick something else, I guess?
Well, there you go. But hey, if it works, if it ain't broke, why fix it, right?
I suppose so.
All right. It looks like both sides have decided they don't need a full lobby timer. Full lobby timers for first round matchups. We are going right into the grand finals here on Water Hazard. Water Hazard, of course, a very balanced map. No favorable comps on this match, as all types of ships can be used on this type of a map. Long range, short range, anything in between. You want to use it, it works on this map. And here we go with the ship callouts for this grand finals matchup of SCS number 152. On red, we have ship number 1, Dual Fates, piloted by Zedion. We have a Meta Galleon, Watch Carol on the short side, Lumber Flak on the long side with a Hades and a Flare on the back. Ship number 2 is the Reborn, piloted by Sunstrom, a Hades Mobula with double Artemis on the bottom, Gatling and Flak on the wings. Ship number 3 is the Fancy Pendulum, piloted by Dementio, a Hades Mobula with double Artemis on the bottom, a Gatling and a Carronade on the wings. And ship number 4, the Humdrum, piloted by Spudnik, a Hwacha Carronade on the short side, Lumber Flak on the long side with a Hades and a Flare on the back.
A mirror matchup indeed.
Indeed it is. The only difference in these two teams are the Mobulas bringing a different 5-gun into play. Look at the Reborn with the Flak on that gun, and the Pendulum with a Carronade on that 5-gun. So that's really the only difference here. Fancy Pendulum balloon broken already as they are in trouble. Duel Fate's almost balloon broken as well, as it looks like it is going to be a matter of who maintains height superiority. Whoever maintains height superiority should win this matchup.
You can see that the Reborn knows that he's flying high, very high already.
That he is in a smart plan by the Reborn, just saying, you know what? Don't even worry about anything else other than that Hades. We'll worry about the Artemai later. Just push him back. Let's go for the Humdrum later. That seems to be what the plan is. Push the Pendulum back. Humdrum is basically taking the bait here. Humdrum caught in a bad
taking
spot.
cover.
Yes, he is. Of course, there's the Bridge of Doom right there. Bridge of Doom causing much doom and much suffering amongst many pub matches here in Guns of Icarus. I wonder if we'll see the Bridge of Doom in play here in Water Hazard. As Duel at Fates is hull broken and balloon broken, they get that balloon back up. A flare going out somewhere. Looks like they're trying to hit the Reborn with that flare. However, they do have Kim sprays up there, so looks like they're in good shape.
You mentioned the Bridge of Doom, and the Reborn just hit the bridge.
See, that just makes me smile. Using the environment to your advantage. There's a hull break and a balloon break on the Humdrum. Hold that thought, as it looks like Flaks are going out into the Humdrum. Good shots into the Humdrum. But yes, the Bridge of Doom is made of the sturdiest of woods here. Even airships cannot withstand its force. As Fancy Pendulum moving in very aggressively. Looks like we might see a Gatling any second.
It's just simply dodging. Feeling that it's too dangerous to push.
It might be. Yeah, it might be, as the Humdrum now in play here. Reborn trying maybe to block. Oh, beautiful block right there by the Reborn, blocking those Flaks. Well done by the Reborn. As there's a hull break on the Humdrum. Now Flaks going into the Humdrum. They do pick up half that clip into the Humdrum. Humdrum in trouble.
Indeed.
Oh, they're in trouble now, is the Humdrum. Hull break once again on the Humdrum. Reborn taps him. Duel at Fate's also hull broken. And the Reborn in a bit of trouble. Humdrum in trouble here. Hull break, and there's the kill right there. 1-0, Red with first blood here. Red with first blood. It is 1-0. And the Reborn now Hydro. Oh, and the beautiful shot by the Pendulum. A Hydro gone sideways there. 1-1, all tied up. Fancy Pendulum picking up the 1v2. If you go down first blood, picking up a quick one is definitely the best way to keep morale up on your team. As Fancy Pendulum now realizing this might not be good for them, as they could have a Lumberjack right in their face here. There is the Lumberjack with the Bridge of Doom looming large and underneath the Fancy Pendulum. They should be able to get over the bridge. They do indeed. They should not have any trouble from the Bridge of Doom, as the Humdrum looking to do a side flank here. Looks like they're already putting shots out on the Duel at Fates. They are spotted as well.
Reborn is probably going for the Humdrum, seeing that they want to join the fight.
Yes, they do.
With Artemis.
But Reborn is lower than the Humdrum, which means Humdrum has advantage here as watches go out into the components of the Reborn. Humdrum trying to put that watch in. They pick up a few guns of the Reborn. So Humdrum now with a clean line of sight on the Duel at Fates. Looks like they're going to put those shots out there. Reborn not able to put Artemai into the Humdrum's guns that are facing the Duel at Fates. So this is probably good for the Humdrum. Being in between both ships, they can pop a watch anytime they want to.
As long as they manage to keep the Duel of Fates popped, that is.
Yeah, looks like they've decided they've popped the Duel at Fates. They're going to turn to get the Reborn now. Looks like that Lumber should be going to the Reborn as Duel at Fates is hull broken.
The Humdrum tried to do some flak hits that were very well timed, but unfortunately missed the Duel of Fates.
Yes, indeed, as the Duel at Fates now Very low, and there's a hull break right there by the Fancy Pendulum. Fancy Pendulum showing absolutely no mercy here as the Reborn trying to put shots into the Pendulum, doing a good job of it so far, but not able to pick up a hull break there. Duel at Fates, they desperately need to get a watch out, but it may be too little too late. It may be too little too late as the Fancy Pendulum, once again, desperately trying to get this kill. They need to get this kill now, otherwise the Reborn is going to light up the Pendulum. They are in perfect range right here. They are, however, getting balloon broken, so they lose the arc that they're looking for. Very good job right there by the Humdrum, preventing a disastrous situation on the Fancy Pendulum. That's good teamwork right there, recognizing the situation, as the Fancy Pendulum should be able to pick up the Duel at Fates from here. One more Artemis will do it. There it is. Blue now up 2-1. Reborn
It should
balloon
be
broken.
an easy pick. The Reborn will be 2v1 now. Balloon popped and all.
Yeah, but
Should
Reborn
be...
also has a little bit of hard cover to work with here, so Humdrum's got to move around if they want to take out the Reborn. Reborn could stall with their current positioning. They could stall, they could also go in between cover, so this is not the worst case scenario for Red. Reborn can work with this. There's a Hydro right there by the Reborn, a good job right there. They are trying to stay under the Pendulum, just under them. However, if Pendulum, does Fancy Pendulum have Shoot Vent? No, they do not. They do not have Shoot Vent. Of course, why would they? But still, I've seen stranger things happen at times during SCS. As the Reborn, hull broken now, but they stalled just long enough, so it's only a scratch on the paint job. Oh, but so much for that plan, as the Flak connects 2 shots into the Reborn.
Reborn is doing a good job at surviving, though, I have to say.
That they are. They're hull broken once again. They did their job. They did their job. They survived as long as they could. However, they go down 3-1. No shame in what they did just there. As Fancy Pendulum now engaging on the Duel at Fates. The snowball could be in effect here. If Blue wins this matchup, then we will have a second and deciding Grand Finals matchup. If Red wins, then that means that they are the champions of SCS number 152. Chef Sedion's Potatoes au gratin looking to finish this up here in this matchup, but they are not doing too well with that, as there is a hull break right there on the Duel at Fates. Everything raining down on the Duel at Fates. They're looking to pick up this kill right now. They should do it. That next hull break should actually take it out. There's a balloon break. Hull break imminent. Flak should be going out. A beautifully timed Flak right there by the Humdrum, picking it up 4-1.
Bit of a strategical mistake there, maybe. Reborn surviving for too long, bringing the Galleon back into the fight and giving almost a free kill here.
It's very possible. However, hindsight being 2020 here, hindsight being 2020, you can't blame them. You can't blame them for the idea, especially with them being that close to their spawn. With them surviving as long as they did, they can get those that galleon into gun arcs very quickly. But with that said, the execution of it, the Reborn getting hull broken as quickly as they did on the respawn, was what hurt them. That's what caused the engagement to fail. I wouldn't say it was necessarily a bad decision, though.
No, probably not. I would have probably done the same kind of decision, considering the situation. But, like you said, it was hard to execute.
Yeah, I mean, again, they were caught in a no-win situation there once that hull break happened. Again, knowing what they knew, it's like, no, we don't have any hull damage. Go ahead and spawn in. We're okay. We're holding it together. And then all of a sudden they spawn in hull break. 50% is like, oh boy. So you can't blame them for it, I don't think. But Fancy Pendulum, hull broken and balloon broken here. Red might have something to work with as they are hull broken. They are eating a lot of perma hull damage. They're down to about 15% perma. Reborn, meanwhile, hull broken. They're trying to get the Flaks into the Reborn. They are getting Flaks into the Reborn. This could be the match right here. Hull break on the Pendulum. Oh, this is a DPS race between the Mobulas and between... This is a DPS race between all ships involved. Who's going to win this race as Blue has height advantage? Reborn, hull broken again. Flak just missing. Reborn trying to stay alive. Trying to keep the match alive for Red. Duel at Fate has absolutely no choice in the matter. They got to put shots out on the Pendulum. Hull break on the Rayborn. One Artemis will do it, or the Gatling will do it, actually. Blue wins 5-1. That means we will have a second and deciding matchup of the grand finals here at SES number 152. 152. Stay tuned, folks, for the exciting conclusion of SES number 152. And it looks like the road to redemption can now effectively be called complete for the Fancy Cloud Dancers, as they have come all the way back from losing in the first round to Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin. They have defeated Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin in this most recent matchup. As a result, we now have a third and deciding matchup here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 152. 5 kills to win it all, folks. 5 kills to win it all. That's all you need to win. Looks like we will have to bring up a new lobby as our final matchup, I believe, will be on Clash at Blackcliff.
Correct.
All right.
Completely correct.
There you go. Our final matchup will be on Clash at Blackcliff. High drama here at SCS number 152. For those of you just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in to Lysanya's Lounge here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 152. I am currently being joined by the referee of the first 2 matchups here at SCS 152. That is Mirwin. Mirwin, how you doing today?
I am quite fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. As we do our obligatory stall for time and not have dead air moment on stream, right? But now we are trying to get our final lobby started up here. As if memory serves me correct, is this not the, let's see, one, I now have to actually do math on stream, bear with me. This is the third year anniversary of SCS number 152, if memory serves me correct. Is that not right?
That's
3 years
right.
to the
I think
day?
Huskar did say that.
At least, oh God.
3 years, that's quite a while.
Yes, 3 years to the day, it looks like. So a very happy birthday to Sunday Community Skirmish here today, as I still say I would have flipped Huskar instead. How about you? How about you? What do you think, Mirwin? Should we flip a coin or should we flip Huskar?
Let's flip Huskar.
Yes!
Why not?
Yes! Let's flip Huskar. Heads I win, tails he loses, right?
Yeah, keep the chat clear.
Yeah, keep the chat clear. All right, there you go. We joke because we care about Huskar. Huskar's doing a fantastic job here today, running the tournament. As as we are now in lobby here once again. We have a fantastic matchup set up for you here, as now we have Fancy Cloud Dancers on blue. It should be Chef Sedion's Potatoes au Gratin on blue.
Do you think they're going to dare bringing the mirror matchup again now that they showed the superiority?
On this map? Yeah, I expect it. I fully expect a mirror match. I would be somewhat surprised if we don't see Gal Mob. I'd be somewhat surprised. And right now, so far, both sides showing Gal Mob. Meta Gal, Meta Mob, yeah, Meta Gal, Meta Mob. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Zedion basically saying, screw that plan, we're going Fish Pira. Oh, now it gets interesting. Zedion saying, I have been playing for too long without my goldfish. And here come the switches for red. Oh, I think they heard us here. I think they heard us on stream. They've decided, nope, screw your mirror match. Nope.
Going to be a bit more of a
Oh,
melee
they're getting a little cheeky
CQC
in this
match.
matchup here. I like it. I like it. Oh, now apparently the referee is chastising us here for not keeping casting clear here. Apparently he's now going to issue us an official warning for being cheeky bastards.
The new
Mind
tag on
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? It was worth it. It was worth it. I'm still gonna flip Huskar later.
Flip the bird.
No. We're gonna flip, no, that would be mean. No, we're gonna just flip Huskar. Heads or tails, call it in the air. Anyway,
in a friendly fashion.
in a friendly, yes, this is a friendly. This is not mean spirited. This is in a friendly, joking, kind-hearted sort of way. All for good fun, right? Yes, exactly. I'm from the future and it's not mirror. Oh, how's it like 1 minute in the future there, Huskar? As we are about to get started in this final matchup of SCS number 152. Oh, they pulled. Oh, wait a minute. Did somebody actually change something? A literal last second change? Did that just happen? Oh, we've got a Hades Merc Pyramidian.
Yeah, it's been set up like this for a while. I don't see any strange changes. Maybe engineer loadout or stuff going on.
Very possible. Very, very possible, as our final matchup will be on Clash at Blackcliff. Clash at Blackcliff, once again, is a map featuring a lot of hardcover for both, from both natural and man-made means. As here we go for the final matchup of SCS 152. Thank you so much for tuning in as we do the ship call-out. Ship number 1 is the Chariot, piloted by Dementio. It is a Pyramidian with a Hades and a Mercury up front, and a Banshee and a Carronade on the side. Ship number 2 is the Gizmo Duck, piloted by Spudnik. We have a Banshee up front, a double mine launcher on the bottom, double Banshee on the wings, and it looks like we are already treated to a lock mine right there by the Gizmo Duck. Miki apparently getting ahead of himself. Ship number 3 is the Dragon's Rage, piloted by Zedion. A Huacha fish with double side Caro, that is the Zedion special right there. Ship number 4 is the Victor, piloted by Sunstrom. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Ref DC'd. Ship number 4 is the Victor, piloted by Sunstrom. A Gap Mortar Metamidian with side Banshee and Flare. I called, okay. Ref is back. We're good. All right. And of course, for those of you who are not aware of why I mentioned Miki on the mine launcher, for those of you who are not aware, Miki has Miki is a force on those mine launchers. Miki is a force on those mine launchers. For those of you who watch the Big Brass Revival Tournament, aka Cash Money Tournament, he absolutely lit teams up with those mine launchers, effectively becoming the MVP of that tournament. So if you have never seen Miki on a mine launcher, you're in for a treat here today. As Chariot moving in on the Dragon's Rage. Victor doing a drive-by right there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, well. Dragon's Rage with the Huacha. Front gun's picked up.
Chariot might be in a bad position here. Then Victor is now attacking.
This could be bad position for the Victor here as Chariot's backing up, and now, oh, but the Chariot gets pole broken. This could be very bad for the Chariot. Oh, they just get deleted instantly right there. 1-0 for the Victor.
The mines are going on, but will that be sufficient now that he's 2v1?
Yeah, and low. That low right now compared to the other ships. Of course, they could do Lesmok at this range. Lesmok, no, they're not in Lesmok range. They're going underneath the... oh, a good tar right there. I love that tar from the Gizmo Duck. That's going to cut off the Dragon's Rage. It's going to give Gizmo Duck something to work with. That's going to be right into a very short-range mine range right there. They're going to take their chances here. Gizmo Duck turning its engines to the back of the Dragon's Rage. Dragon's Rage with the watch into the Gizmo Duck. They're trying to get tar out, but without engines, they're going to have a hard time getting tar out there as Gizmo Duck now in a lot of trouble. Chariot, they hold back, they move it in. No, it looks like they're going to hold back. They're going to let the Gizmo Duck die here, it looks like. Gizmo Duck, hull broken, probably for the best for the Chariot, and they get deleted 2-0 in favor of blue.
It was a rather fast and very aggressive engagement. But what do you expect from a Goldfish meta-medium combo?
What we expect here is a lot of carnage, a lot of killing, a lot of fast killing. There will be no sniping in this matchup. At least there will be no sniping from the Victor here running that Gap Mortar Metamidian.
Everyone agreed that it was enough with the long-range, very long matches.
Yeah.
So,
hope you like your kills fast and easy, because they're going to be coming all over the place very quickly. Move lost during the pause. All over the place. Oh god, here we go. Many haxers. Oh boy, here we go. There you go. As we continue with this matchup here. As blue moving into position, red content right now to drop some Banshees onto the Victor. Chariot, meanwhile, putting the... Oh, here comes the Rage. As you mentioned, yes, here comes the Rage onto the Chariot. Gizmo Duck just really not able to get good positioning with those mines. And just as I say it, then they get positioning with the mines, but that mine just misses.
the mines are a bit harder to set up than the Watchas, so they are definitely trying to get the advantage of speed here.
Oh, that they are. And Dragon's Rage effectively disabling a lot of guns on the Gizmo Duck. 3 guns going down. As Carronade now going to the Gizmo Duck. Chariot trying now to win a 1v1 with the Victor. However, might it have been a mistake taking that Mercury Hades? Might that be a mistake here? Gizmo Duck getting rammed by the Gizmo Duck. Excuse me, Dragon's Rage ramming into the Gizmo Duck's balloon. Excuse me, pardon me. As, oh, those mines, Dragon's Rage dangerously close to mines and hit the mines. However, they hit the Gizmo Duck as well, popping their balloon. There's a kill right there on the side of the camera as the Victor picks one up. It is 3-0 as Gizmo Duck with the tar onto the Dragon's Rage. They're desperately trying to do anything to solve the Dragon's Rage. They are trying desperately. And they're a stray mine hitting the Dragon's Rage. That front gun, though, still not down. 9 stacks on the Gizmo Duck's balloon. Hull broken. Balloon break is imminent, but it won't matter as the balloon breaks just before the kill. 4-0 in favor of blue. My goodness. This is a bit of a one-sided affair here. As blue just cleaning house. There are no scratches on that paint job for either blue ship here. My goodness, a bit of a surprise as Chef Zedion's Potatoes au Gratin absolutely dominating right now.
It might be exactly like you said, that the Mercury Hades build is a bit useless here.
Yeah.
Fortunately for them.
Yeah, I gotta question that against a hyper-aggressive build. In Zedion's Watchafish, who absolutely loves to play his Watchafish right in your face, and the Victor running that Metamidian style, which of course lends itself to pointy end goes here. And here we go as the Chariot. I'm guessing maybe the Chariot was thinking, well, maybe we'll pick... Oh, as a mine hits the... Oh, my goodness! Devastating! Absolutely devastating as the Chariot just bounces everywhere. Oh, my goodness. The Chariot's hurting as the Victor finally hull broken after going down 0-4. Victor finally hull broken. Gizmo Duck trying to put shots into the Victor. Dragon's Rage with the Hwacha into the Gizmo Duck. Gizmo Duck losing 4 guns. Victor, however, losing their balloon. They're out of this engagement for right now. Tar going into the Dragon's Rage. Looks like they might be shifting to the Victor. I like this plan as Gizmo Duck moving into the Victor right now. Red looking for their honor kill at least. They're looking for something to actually, hang their hats on here. They do not want to be clean swept here. Mine going, mine trying to go out to the Dragon's Rage. Looks like they're trying to force Dragon's Rage down. Tara goes out, Dragon's Rage, however, avoiding that mine, getting a watch into the Gizmo Duck.
Chariot is in a nice position where he could hold the guns.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He's outside of arming time. That's good for them. As a mine goes out, just missing the Victor, just a little bit short. Victor moving in on the Chariot. If they get a halt strip on the Chariot, that's going to be the end of SCS number 152. Oh, but a Goomba stop right there. A curb stomp out of nowhere by Blue. Oh, my goodness. That was quick. As Chef Sedion's Potatoes au gratin wins SCS number 152. My goodness, that came out of nowhere.
What a one-sided match for the end of this tournament.
That it was, my goodness. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
That I mean, style points to end SCS 152. I mean, let's be honest here. I literally caught out of the corner of my eye one of the shifts just sinking like a rock. I'm like, oh god, did somebody just engage shoot it? And then halfway through my thought, I'm like, match in what?
I wasn't even looking at that part of the match. I was expecting the Chariot to die from the meta median so much.
Wow, that was a heck of a way to end the tournament. But thank you so much for tuning in to Sunday Community Skirmish number 152, folks. It has been a pleasure to have you here. I will get these VODs up here most likely tonight. So if you're looking for VODs, expect those within the next 12 hours, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. For Mirwin, for Huskar refereeing here today. My name's Lysanya, not Lasagna, signing out for the afternoon. Good day, everybody.